right, man. Pretty entertaining first round of the playoffs. We got some offensive grades to give out for the Falcons. Might we have a coach pretty soon? Seems like that's possible. I don't know, man. And we'll have a little underrated, overrated fun. So let's get at it. And welcome in, everybody, to episode 158 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, Atlanta Falcons Fancast. My name is John, your host, joined by my co-host. And back this week, no car trouble this week, buddy, Mr. Mike Cottrell.
You know who it is. It's your boy, man. I'm in the building. Happy to be here, man. I'm loving it. And I want to say, let me start off with saying my apologies to Steven because I missed him when he came, and then I missed the show. No offense, buddy. You're one of my favorite people in the world. I will make I don't care if like aliens abduct me next time. I will not miss you, buddy. If you're in town or the show, I promise. Because that's my guy.
Yeah, man.
And a great show, by the way, Johnny Yates and Steven.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, shout out to Steven for coming in and saving me, kind of. I mean, he was already planning to join the show, but I mean, it worked out great since you had the car issues, and then
even sharp as a knife, man.
Dude, yeah, he's on it, man.
Even sharp.
That's
That's ESPN caliber there.
Yeah, if y'all missed it, man, you want to go back and check it out. He talked about some of the rookie quarterbacks that we might be interested in, and kind of what we didn't like about it. Does a lot of film work on those guys, so really great.
Even know his shit, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And always, guys, coming to you from the In the Clutch studios here on VarietySports. Make sure you check out In the Clutch. You can use the code VarietySports and get save some money off your first purchase, man. Now, yeah, like we said in the show, what's going to come up, man? We're going to talk about the first round of the playoffs. Talk about some of the offensive grades we're going to give some of these guys, which is, well, I think we start with the offense since it's not great. There's a few good ones, but like for the most part, it's not wonderful. And then we'll go through, like I said, obviously everybody's heard, unless you've been under a rock, that Bill Belichick has a second interview coming up this weekend. This time it's going to be with Arthur, Terry, and Rich McKay instead of just Arthur like it was the first time around. So we'll get into that and get after it, man. So, and if you're here for the first time, welcome in. I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you enjoy the show. We're here every week on Thursday during the off season. During the season, you can catch us on Thursdays and Mondays, typically for a recap show of the game. Or sometimes we'll do a recap on Sunday. We actually live streamed the last half of the Saints game at the end of the season. So that was fun to do. We might do some more of that this coming season. That was fun. And then if y'all been with us for a while, Mike and I might get into some other stuff this off season too. Both of us love music, and we've been tossing around the idea of doing like music reactions videos because I know Mike's got stuff I've never heard. I know I've got stuff Mike's never heard, and so it may be on this channel. We may do a whole new channel, but just we'll keep you posted on it. We're kind of doing getting in the works right now, but I think that'd be fun to do, man. As much as we love music, as much as it's part of our lives for sure. Anyway, buddy, before we get into the playoffs, man, how's your week going?
It's going good. A lot of work. I'm gonna tell you, man.
Cold as shit.
Dog, it's freezing out. Dog, I had 3 pair of socks and my feet were still cold. But today was my off day. So I'm gonna tell you, man, when I sleep in, I'm a whole new person. Dog, when I get like sleep, oh man, I'm bouncing off just a dramatically different person. But unfortunately, I spent damn near the whole day getting like work, like organized. Mother, I was a free day. I'm gonna do this and do that whole day. Like, man, 90% of the day was like, man, getting organized, emailing. So I worked, but from home. So it was kind of cool. But still watch TV. It was kind of sunny in the middle of the day. So I got to take the dog out. It's been too cold. I hate to just leave him in.
Yeah, right.
For too many days in a row. So that's very, very important to me to take my dog out because he don't wear a leash. So he is in like heaven. He is running, smelling everything. He's drooling at the mouth. He want to say hi to everybody. He loved going on a free walk. So it was kind of cool to see him do that. How was your week, buddy?
That was great, dude. It was funny. I called Berto yesterday. Shout out, Berto, by the way.
Happy birthday, Berto!
Bro's birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday to Berto. But I called him wish you happy birthday, and I was like, dude, it's cold as hell down there. He was like, dude, it's 19 here. I was like, dude, it's 19 here. I was like, I
Yeah.
woke up and it was like 11 with the wind chill of 4. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, it's been crazy, but and it's supposed to get cold again this weekend. So yeah.
Look, man, racism. I'm not being racist. Shout out to Mexicans, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I work out, like I work outside, and it's only one group of people outside with me in the morning like that. I mean, landscaping, doing work, like it is freezing outside. It's 19, 20 degrees. It's one group of people. They singing, having it. You wouldn't even know it was cold. They do not care. And I absolutely love them for that, man. It'd be freezing outside, but you got to get money.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Hopefully, for my man, that's my guy. Be sure to love your Falcons, love each other, and always remember to hit that like button. And that was a good way to start the show.
Great way to
start. I like that. Be sure to love your Falcons, love each other, and always remember to hit that like button for Mike.
That's a hell of a. That should be the message of the show, man. With everything going on,
it really is. Liam, what up, buddy?
Liam, what's up, buddy?
Guy.
Dre,
what up? What's going on? I don't even think I've seen Dre in a while. What's going on, fellas? It's been a minute. Yeah, see, I'm back. That man back with the bullshit. Back. He coming back in hot. I love it, man.
It don't stop, man.
Miss you,
hey, Miss Pam is back.
Miss Pam, I miss you, Miss Pam. I miss you, Miss Pam. I'll give you a virtual hug. DJ, out of your Falcon mind. What up?
Good to see you, brother.
Jordan, my man. What's going on?
Was cracking, dude.
I'm recording another live. Hope everything is well. My man Wallace, what's going on, John and Mike? It's most official with Belichick. I just told John that before the show.
It's getting there, dude.
What's going on, John and Mike? How you guys been? I couldn't have a bad day if I tried, buddy. Double B, that's my other man. Seemed clear to me after we allowed Nielsen to start interviewing that we were going with an established defensive-minded head coach.
Sure seems that way, man.
Thinking out his thoughts, man. I enjoy Bradley Burnett.
I mean, they blocked him from talking to the Jaguars initially, and then they said, "No, never mind. You can go talk to him." So either they've got this Belichick thing is pretty much wrapped up, or they do, like he said, they have a defensive mind. And if y'all didn't see it, I did this little small video on Belichick a few days ago, just kind of, and I'll kind of rehash it for those that didn't see it, and for those that listen on Spotify and whatnot as well. But I mean, there's still a slim chance that even like Nielsen's retained, even if it's like a Ben Johnson or something like that. Like there's probably a better chance, but there's like, Ben may have his own guys in his head. He may come in and talk to Nielsen and want to, get his ideas, get his points of view, stuff like that. But there's still no guarantee he's going to stick around. So Atlanta's, they probably did the morally right thing, I guess. Let him go ahead and start interviewing with other teams just in case. But yeah, man. Kerry, what's cracking?
Hey, what up? What's up, Falcons fam? How is everyone? I feel like it's been forever. My hole got stolen. What? My hole got stolen at the casino, and then I forgot my phone. I'm thinking you were saying your phone.
Yep, there it is. Yeah.
I meant to say my phone got stolen. I hope your hole didn't get stolen at a casino. That would be a charge. That's a felony for whoever did that to you. I want you to. Curry, what up?
Oh shit!
Hey, I hope you won money at that casino. God. King Atlanta supporter.
What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
Oh man, DJ, what's cracking?
DJ, that's my man. Delvon, what up? Good evening, people. That's Redskins fan joining the podcast. You know what's up.
Dude, -5 in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, damn. I was just about to ask where you was with all that.
Too,
there you go. Father Millette said -5.
We're not used to that down here, man. That's not at all. Like
what do -5 even feel like? Because 20 is too much for me. Like, damn, like my hands hurt at 20. So -5 is like if you throw some water up, it freezes in the air. Like, what is that? Jay Black, what a pimp do? Mike and John, what up?
What's going on, Jay Black? You see at the Kansas City game, they took the water out of the freezer and it froze. It just froze crazy, right there while she's holding it. Yeah, that was nuts, dude. Yeah, man. Chris J, what's cracking, man? He said, Mike, when is your interview schedule?
I'm telling you, dog. Tell him call me in. Tell him call me in. Listen, I'm not gonna get the job, but the interview will be great content.
Yeah,
Dirty, my man.
What's going on, Dirty? Good to see you, dude. Oh man, what's going on? Bobby D, what's up, fellas? Hey, man, appreciate you coming in, man. Appreciate you coming in. Hope you come back.
Love you, buddy.
Have a good time. One time. What's going on?
One time for the fan. Hey,
what's going on, Jack?
What's up, Jack? Curry in Tennessee with -3. I don't know. Damn, he was in there. He was right up there. That's a felony. I'm telling you, that's crazy.
Oh shit, that's funny stuff. All right. So yeah, first of all, the playoffs, like I said, we'll hit on each game real quickly, man. So Texans beat the Browns 45-14, and we got to see Bobby Slowick, who we have requested to interview. So we haven't got to it yet, but obviously he's a little busy right now. But saw his offense on full display, man, and Stroud just doing his thing and that's a good damn Browns defense, man. And to put up 45. What D'Amico did with that team and what Slowick's done with the offense, and I mean, just shout out to them, man, because that was
shout out to Damsky for knowing that TJ was different before he even played.
Oh yeah, he called that a long time ago. So that was fun to see. And then the Chiefs Dolphins, man. Like I said, negative whatever it was, 20. Like I think the wind chill was negative 20 something, and 26-7. Dolphins, man, were missing like 5-6 guys on defense. Like they were just. I was watching the Hard Knocks throughout the season. I mean, losing Jalen Phillips and then Bradley Chubb and Xavier Howard, and it was like one starter after another just kept going down. Man, they signed like Melvin Ingram, I think. The last week, and they signed Justin Houston, and they had like all these old heads coming back in just so they could like have some semblance of pass rush, but it just wasn't good enough. And Tua just wasn't. Tua didn't have a good game.
Most streamed game in like ever.
Yeah,
so
it was like what
streaming wise, it was the most streamed game ever. So
it was 23 million.
It's starting to get wave. If you still got cable, snip, snip, snip. It's starting to turn.
Yeah, 23 million, I believe, is what it was. The number was pretty damn solid. The Lions and the Rams, probably the best game, I think, probably of the entire weekend, and that was a hell of a game.
Let me tell you why it was the best game. To have Slim Shady at the start of the game just talking it up, I knew it was going to be a game. And then he was in the crowd. Dog, you have to win. I'm so happy for them, dog. The Lions. The last time the Lions was good, I was a child, bro.
91, brother. We were 9 years old.
So, I saw the fans crying. I'm saying we'll be just like that, like crying. Like I'm so happy for them. I hope they win the Super Bowl.
You see the old man in the seats had like season tickets for the last 60 years, something like that.
Yeah,
crazy, man. Like I'm very happy for those guys, man. And the Bills Steelers really wasn't 31-17. wasn't really as close as the score was. I mean, like it seemed like the Bills had control of that game most of the time. Missing, they don't really have a quarterback anyway, but you riding out there with Mason Rudolph, probably not the best thing to do either. But that's what they had to do. Didn't really work out. Wasn't a great game. And then Bucks Eagles, dude, 32-9.
Like, some games don't need to be played. Like that was crazy. Yeah.
What happened? Like, I mean, I was hearing like all preseason, like we built the team wrong. We got to build it like the Eagles defense. And then what the hell has the Eagles defense been doing recently? Like we've been getting
who knows, dog? Man. The playoffs, anything goes, man.
Yeah, man. And I mean, Baker out there making things happen. Rashad White, then Mike Evans doing his thing. Chris Godwin. I mean, we'll get to what we think this weekend with the Lions, but damn, dude, like that was I didn't expect the Eagles offense, man. Like I don't know what's going on. Like we interviewed Brian Johnson today, was just their offensive coordinator. Which I mean, I'm good, man. Like I don't.
I don't know. No,
I'm good. I mean, that could be in type of the Rooney Rule type of just kind of trying to fulfill that. Excuse me, but I'm good, man. The way that the offenses look the last half of the season, like I said, whether it's him or whether it's Jalen, either way, it's not good, whatever it is. And then finally, man, Mama Cottrell's Cowboys goes down bad, 48-32.
I'm gonna tell y'all, watching football in 4K is a different experience. Like I pay a little bit extra, so if the game is shot in 4K, I could see it in 4K. And I'm sorry, Mom, that I had to watch that in 4K. I wish I could have seen that in like 360. I wish I could have. It would have been blurry. That was you never know with the playoffs. No, you never know. Like I'm like that was embarrassing. Somebody, like some people gonna get fired for that. Jerry Jones is not gonna have that on his record. Heads will roll for that. Dan Quinn, Johnny Yates was waiting. He sent me the zip up emoji. With Dan Quinn's picture, it was the zip mouth. Like I ain't gonna say nothing, but
dude,
what would you, man? I'm so proud of Jordan Love, though. Dog, Jordan Love has played amazing this season for a young quarterback. For somebody that I thought was trash, he has blown my mind. He is matured. He make good decisions. Shout out to Jordan Love, man.
I mean, since week 13, he's been the best quarterback in the league. which is
That's
wild.
mind blowing, dog. The dude
Yeah.
has
I
matured.
mean,
Yeah, he has improved something nice.
yeah.
Shout
And I
out
mean,
to him, man.
yeah. And after that game, you saw a lot of stuff online about like, well, this is the. I mean, how and I even tweeted like, if you got Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. If Jordan continues to be the guy, like
Mhm.
when you hit on 3 guys in a row, that's the lottery, man, for NFL.
Those big shoes to
Like,
fill. Yeah.
but I mean, like you don't.
And yeah, it's almost impossible. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel bad for Dallas fans and all that. No one gets. I don't think there's no other team that the world want to lose more than that. When Dallas lose,
That's true.
like the memes, it's a million memes.
Oh, that's
Like
true. Yeah.
everybody per state is waiting on Dallas to lose to make fun of them, and it's funny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got, but I would never forward it to my mother. I would never in a million years.
Oh,
I am not
no.
that brave. Nah, but the world is waiting on Dallas to lose, so they got a lot to answer for when they do.
Yeah, I mean, they came out. He's safe. If y'all didn't see, he's gonna
That's
gonna
crazy.
play his last year. Which I mean, dude, it's more on Dan Quinn. What was this? So 54 defensive plays and 48. He was in 6 DBs. He was playing dime when they were running all over you all night. Aaron Jones just gashing you, man. You gonna keep running out 6 DBs? Like,
Man,
come on, man.
adjust at halftime, bro. You are getting killed. Adjust.
So I was like, man, this may hurt.
Dog, but I
head coaching
thought
job.
Dallas was gonna make it interesting.
Well, they
At
did.
the end of that game, I was like, what is happening? Yeah, I thought they was gonna do it.
I mean, Dak had a couple of just ridiculous interceptions, I think, but
Yeah.
but overall, I mean, he's still 3 for 400 yards, and like I said, your defense gives up that many points. I mean, if they score 32, I mean, that's typically enough to win games, for the most part. I mean, especially the way Dallas defense has played all season long. So for them to come out there and LaFleur just had a great game plan set for him, and like I said, Jordan he knows exactly. Like he's not throwing dumb shit. Like he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's not doing too much. He's just making the throws that are there. And those receivers they got that are just, I mean, Romeo Dubs and some of these guys that are just kind of late round type guys.
All of them are
showing out, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so, but the whole quarterback thing. Yeah. So that's ideal if you can build it like that, man. But it's like, even if perfect world, you have a franchise quarterback, you draft a guy when he's about 2 or 3 years away from retiring or hanging it up. Like that guy that you draft still has to be mentally like good. Like he can't just, like just because he's sat for 2 or 3 years doesn't mean he's going to be good no matter what. You know what I mean? Like that guy still has to have the talent, still has to have the ability to go out there and play like a franchise quarterback. And like I said, to have Favre, then go to Aaron Rodgers, and then go to Love, and to have those 3 like that's insane, man. When you got teams like the Browns, the Jets, and
but they have
don't be us going through quarterback after quarterback, for years,
But the Packers have proven to me that the way I would do it is you want somebody to sit behind somebody and just like mentally learn the game first and then come in, because that's what Aaron Rodgers did. He came in beasting, and that's what Jordan Love did, came in beasting. My man DJ said, don't take Harbaugh from us. We trying to win another national championship. Go Blue. See, he a Michigan fan. Hey, dog, we want Harbaugh so bad. The whole fan base want him. He said, hold on, Mike, don't do me like you said it. You said that. Hey, I didn't say it. My whole did not get stolen. That's a felony in all states.
Damn. All right, so let's go on to the offensive grades for the season, buddy. So we looked at it a little bit, and like I said, it's not great. We'll start with the offensive line, man. Well, first of all, who would you think has the most snaps on the offense this year? Like if you had to guess.
The most snaps on the offense, I'm guessing. I'm gonna be honest. I would say Bijan Robinson. He seemed like he was in there too damn much.
No, man. It is Matthew Bergeron, our rookie left guard, 1,127 snaps. And that's pretty damn solid. To be,
speaking of that, before we even move on, a lot of our fan base was questioning. We all did why we moved up. We had never heard of this man. The only thing we was proud of was he was a captain, so I'm sure he can do something. He got some leadership. He outperformed. He proved to all of us why we did it. So shout out to him. He didn't disappoint nobody. If I didn't hear one fan say he disappointed.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
he had his games, he had ups and downs, but
yeah,
that's, I mean, you
rookie.
expect that. You expect that. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, as on PFF, and like for anybody that doesn't know, Mike and I, we do use PFF, but we don't love
Mhm.
PFF. But it's a measurement where they're all graded the same. So it's just something you can look at. And he was graded 38th out of 80 that qualified for left tackle, which is or left guard, which is not bad. I mean, for your rookie season, not bad at all.
That's the top
The
half
very Yeah,
for
man.
your
I
rookie
mean, and
season.
yeah, exactly. And the next most snaps was Lindstrom and Jake Matthews. They were
Chris
both at
Lester, yeah.
1,066, 61. And you know, they both had injuries a little bit, which is why
Mhm.
Bergeron ended up getting more. Um, but as far as your top 5 offensive PFF guys for the year, Chris Lindstrom, number 1, 87.6. Tyler Algier, number 2, with 82.6. Then Drew Dahlman, 82.3. Drake London, 78.9. And Caleb McGarry, 75.5. That rounds out the top 5.
Mhm.
Talking about Chris Lindstrom, I'm going to go ahead and give him an A because, I mean, he's had another Pro Bowl year,
Mhm.
second team All Pro. I think, right? Was it? No. He was. No, that was Jesse.
That was the,
Yeah, but he was rated first of all right guards in the entire league on PFF.
they're the best,
So
best in the league, 2 years straight.
so yeah. So you can't hate on that at all. And then Tyler Algier rated 7th of 61 qualified running backs. Drew Dahlman rated 3rd of 37 centers for as much shit as he got. Not a bad year for Drew Dahlman either. Drake London 24th of 128 receivers. And then Caleb McGarry 20th of 83 right tackles. So
Mhm.
again, not as bad as some guys. We sometimes
Mhm.
will get on him, and he does have his deficiencies too. But it's
I hate PFF because it tells me to not believe my own eyes.
it's
And
dude, it's weird
it's
with
the wildest grading system. I'd be like, dog, I saw, and they be like, no,
yeah.
no,
Well,
no.
yeah. Well, for instance,
Statistically, I'd be
like
like,
yeah, dude. If you look at McGarry, like for instance, like so pass block, 69.5 and run block 76.5. So obviously he gets the lift from his run blocking being a lot better than his pass blocking. So that's yeah.
no,
So
I
that's,
just have to keep saying this when he's brought up. When we go to the games, I have never seen a bigger human being than Caleb
it's
McGarry,
big as
like in
shit. I
person. I've
know.
never seen it. He looked like a barbarian, like from a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's huge. So we'll just
Yeah,
go with him. McGarry, what would you give him? What grade would you give McGarry
I'm gonna
on the
be
season?
honest, a C. I'll be honest,
Yeah.
C. A C.
All right.
Dog, he's I love him, but he struggles to me at sometimes. But I think the reason I would give him a C is like relative to his mates.
Hmm.
He struggles in comparison to his mates. So I say C. But I think he can. I'll put like this, a B plus, because
There
he's the
you go.
kid. He's the kid like me in math. Oh, I was struggling, but they knew he's trying his bless his heart. He's trying his best. So you get the B
Yeah.
plus instead of the C. If you try
Yeah.
your best, the teacher will give you the grade up than the one you deserve.
Well, I
So
got a
that's what
funny
I
story
do.
about that when we get to the QB. So yeah, so we are said A for Lindstrom. Dahlman, I'll
Mhm.
say B plus for Dahlman. Maybe
Me
even
too.
A. I mean, like he had you made a good
Mhm.
year. Bergeron, I'll go B minus just because it was his
I'm
rookie
going B.
year. Played a lot
Yep.
of snaps.
Yep.
Had like I said, had his ups and downs. Some games he got beat up. Some games he was really well.
Mhm.
Jake Matthews, he just seems like the constant B. Like you know what I mean? Like just the constant B.
Dog, but he's to me is like the 87. Like you
Right.
can make it an A,
Exactly.
but you never try, you never put in the work to be A. So you just constant B. He's an 87. Love
Yeah.
him though, dog. He's Mr. Consistent, just like Matt Ryan was. You never gonna hear me badmouth that dude. He comes from
Yeah.
a family of greatness.
Exactly. And by the way, chat, I will get to you guys as I go through. We got a lot of information, so I'm just trying to get through that, so we're not here keeping y'all here for 3 hours. Running backs, buddy. What would you give young Bijan Robinson? And I can tell you real quick before you even say it. I can tell you he had 214 carries, 976 yards. If he'd have played that Bucks game, he's probably over 1,000 yards. Averaged 4.6 yards per carry. Ended up with 4 touchdowns. His long run was 38. And then he had receiving yards he had 86 targets, 58 receptions for 487 yards.
It's an A. It's an A.
Yeah.
The stuff that I didn't like approve of, it was all like the coaching, but him specifically, that's A. He was amazing.
Yep. I agree. Our boy Tyler Algier.
A. I'm never doing an A+, because the way he
Effort alone,
handled,
baby.
yeah, for effort, the way he handled it when that Bijan came in, he could have handled that way worse. And that man, that's the most underrated Falcon on the team. You out of your Falcon mind if you don't think he's still one of the best running backs in the league. And you could tell by his PFF. That's the only time I'm gonna lean on PFF is when it support my point. So shout out to PFF.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, those are the main two. Now CP, this was crazy. CP only had 177 snaps this year, offensive snaps, and I thought he'd be used a little bit more than that, but clearly he wasn't. So I can't even. I mean, I'm not even really going to even rate him because I mean, when he was, he's going to get in there and get full effort every time. Like that's not a question.
Honorable mention.
This wasn't used enough. Yeah, exactly. Tight ends, Jonnu Smith. I'll give a B+.
I get a B player because he kind of murdered every time he was in.
Yeah. I mean, when he was, like it's like all the skill positions are kind of like there's an asterisk next to him because of like Arthur and QB play. It's like you could just say like these grades are due to bad QB play and exactly and bad offensive play calling for the most part. Kyle Pitts now being injured, now that we know he was, dealing with basically two different an MCL and a PCL all year long. I'll give him a B+ just for going out there and trying his best to get it.
He was hurt, so I can't really accurately judge. Yeah.
Clearly, yeah. I mean, it was just not himself. Yeah, not himself at all. The other couple of guys, I mean, you could even call them fullbacks, H-backs. I mean, Keith Smith, I'll go with like a C-. Keith Smith didn't have a really good year. For me. Parker Hesse, when he was hurt a lot, so I'm gonna just kind of leave him out too. John Fitzpatrick didn't get in there enough. Tucker Fisk didn't get in there enough either, so we'll just bypass those guys. Wide receivers, Drake London get an A from me.
A+. I'm never going to badmouth him again. I'm sorry.
905 receiving yards again. He broke Julio Jones' consecutive season record with as far as receptions go, which is crazy considering the QBs that he's had. I mean, I know he's been one of the only targets, really. I mean, they're one of the better targets, but I think we're going to see the best of Drake maybe even next year when we have a solid QB,
when they get a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. The rest of this drop off, dude. Is huge. Drake. I mean, what's his name? Mac Hollins. I mean, we brought him in as a 2. The man finished with 343 snaps. He got out snapped by Kaderil Hodge. Finished, I mean, right as far as PFF, 72 of 128. He basically, like I said, he was essentially a special teams, occasionally playing wide receiver type of guy, blocking when he had to. Yeah, it wasn't really anything. Van Jefferson, I'm gonna give you a D-. Didn't do anything when he came in. Not a damn thing.
God damn.
Scotty
you got to take the class again, buddy. John. We'll see you next year in the same class, sir.
Scotty Miller. I mean,
it was a huge drop. Like I said, I can't even grade this. No,
it's tough, dude. It's right.
Incomplete. I mean, you skipped too many classes for me to grade.
Daryl Hodge, Scotty Miller, all those guys. It's like there weren't a ton of opportunities, and when they did, sometimes it wasn't. I don't know. It was just a mess. It was a mess for those guys. QBs. We'll start with Taylor, buddy. What would you give your guy Taylor for the small amount of time that he played? I know it's going to kill you, but
I'm gonna tell you, it'll be a C, and it's borderline a D. And because I can't put it all on him because of the coaching, I hate to do it. I love Taylor Heineke with all my heart. I would love to give him a B or A just because he was in a bad situation, but he didn't help that situation. He didn't even play like kind of he embarrassed me. I talked too much shit for him, and then he embarrassed me. So I got to give him a C. And the only reason I give him a C is because he got thrown into a very bad situation.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it was, he came out, played really good in that second half of the Tennessee game, and then after that, it was
exciting.
bad. Oh, it was. Yeah, I mean, it was.
He brought some excitement.
Yeah, but it was just he was just bad, and the rest of the time, it was bad in Minnesota, it was bad in Arizona, and then when he came back in before he got benched again, it was, not good. I mean, it was okay against Indianapolis, but again, run game was out this world, and then against Indianapolis, so he didn't have to do very much in Indianapolis. He just do a bunch of screen passes all day. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I mean, so,
Y'all gonna give him a D. I can see
I'm
John
gonna give him
wanting
a
to.
D. I'm gonna give him a D. I'm gonna give him a D. Sorry, buddy, because
I knew it.
I can't do it. All right, man. So now we go on to our poor guy Desmond. We're not going to rail on Desmond.
No.
All right. I mean, like we've said enough about Desmond all year long, good and bad. 2,836 yards passing. He finished with, this is crazy. I mean, I said it last week: 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and 12 fumbles. The trifecta there, and for all the probably not the right reasons for the last couple. He was sacked 31 times, had a quarterback rating of 83.4 and 64% completion percentage. So, I mean, yeah, it's not. It wasn't terrible based on just flat numbers, right? I mean, and again, if you watch any of the all 22s or anybody's all 22s, you saw that there was issues with play calling. You saw there was issues with him as a quarterback. It wasn't just one or the other; it was both not being very good. And I'll chalk it up there. And this is watch. I'll give Desmond a C. And I mean, and you might be thinking I'm crazy. Like, there's no way I just gave him a better grade than Taylor. But I look at Taylor or Desmond like this. Like, I took calculus in college, right? And because I had to, and I hate math. Like, I'm not good at math at all.
I'm with you.
Well, I'm good at like certain math. Calculus was not it for me. So, and I had no interest in it. And I knew whatever path I chose in life would not include that calculus on there. And if it did, I probably wouldn't choose that path. I'd choose another one. So I didn't pay a hell of a lot of attention. But so when we had tests, I still needed to keep my grade because I got to keep that Hope Scholarship up. So I needed to keep my grade, right? So I was shooting for a C. That's all I wanted to do. So say we had a test and she gave us, like, I don't know, just for instance, you got to do the area for this problem or whatever. Okay. Right. Well, I'm not going to study all the options. Like, I might have just studied, like, I'll study how to get the volume of this thing. So when it got to the test, it never hit and it never failed. It'd always be the opposite. She'd ask like, whatever I didn't study. I'm like, shit, but she gave partial credit. So I'm like, fuck, I'm going to do this just amazing page worth of work on the wrong answer. Like, I'm not even answering what you're telling me. So I'm going to give you another answer, but the wrong answer. And she was like, after like the second test, she called me up. She's like, do you know, like, you're answering, like, this is right, but you're answering like not the question that's being asked. I was like, yeah, I'm aware. I'm on it. But to be honest, I didn't study that one. So I'm just going to I know you give partial credit. She's like, wow. Like, so anyway, that being said,
I tried my best.
I tried my best. Like, and it was like, so that's kind of how I relate to Desmond. Like, the dude put in as much work as he could, I mean, basically his rookie season, like I said, didn't get a ton of help from his head coach. Didn't get a ton of help, I'm assuming, from Dave Ragone, who I assume was the QB coach. We had no QB coach by name, but he was the offensive coordinator, so you'd think he would have been the one working with him. Just kind of a rough year for him all the way around.
Man, I would give him a G. Get the fuck out of here. Like, a G, because here's why. He didn't improve. He did, but then he stopped improving. He went back. He kind of backslid, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I have no problem with the turnovers, but it was like bloopers and Folly's turnover. He was fumbling the snap, and the picks he was throwing was not hard picks. He was throwing it right to the people, and he did it every game repeatedly. But again, to be fair to him, I would say, I'm just being funny with a G. I would give him a D instead of the G. And the only reason I would give him a D instead of that, again, had no help, was thrown in a very poor situation, poor coach, poor coordinator, poor quarterback coach, poor receivers. It was bad. So he didn't really have too much help to improve his situation. So you got to give him a D because, again, he tried his best. And I was horrible at math, but what I would do was the trick out. I would stay after school. I would stay after class, and I still wouldn't pay attention. I would say, how do you do this? And I would act, oh, I'm not paying attention. I'm staring at this girl, but I'm just staring. Like, yeah. But the fact that the teacher was like, he is really trying to get it. He just not getting it. It would always boost my grade up. So I felt like the dude gave his all. That dude gave his all. It just didn't work out. So shout out to Dez. And I dragged him enough, so I'm not going to do it again on this show. Chris said, so if the Falcons can bring in Frank Smith or Shane Waldron and OC, this Belichick thing might not sell.
Yeah, man. So we'll just get straight into that was the grades for offense. Like I said, it just,
Shout out to the offense. Hold on,
Yeah,
John. Before we move on from that, you got to
Mhm.
pick an MVP for the offense. Who are you most proud of this season in offense?
Oh man.
Like, even if it's Desmond, he don't got to be like the star who did the best. Who you most proud of personally?
I mean, I'm probably kind of partial to Tyler just because like he's been my guy since before the draft, before we even drafted him. And like you said, the way he handled Bijan coming in
I'm
and
saying
him
I agree
and
with you.
him. I mean, dude, he just runs like what did dude say? I'm gonna run through motherfucker's face. Like
Yeah,
that's all he
yeah,
does. That's all he does. Like, you know, I mean, and he falls forward. He's like Drake. I mean,
yeah. I
Drake's a
agree.
good option. I mean, you know, like he does all he can do, you know. I mean, so yeah, that's probably it. I mean, other
Yeah,
than
I'm gonna
like
say so.
offensive lineman, I mean, you know, you got Chris
Mhm.
Lindstrom, of course. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
amazing. But as far as skill position goes,
yeah, that's me,
Tyler.
Tyler. Shout out to
So
you.
yeah. So all right, so into the coaching search, which is obviously the biggest topic going on now, because you know clearly we got two big names. We interviewed Jim Harbaugh finally, which made everybody happy because you know everybody's been wanting Jim and or prefers Jim, you know, over
Mhm.
Bill at this moment. Not everybody, I should say that, but most folks do. Um, you know, I've seen a ton of folks online talk about how they're just going to like stop being fans if we hire Bill. And again, I don't care, man. Like you can be a fan however you want to be a fan. If this is it, if this is like what gets you off the boat, then that's fine. There's been a lot of other options. I mean, we had the Deshaun Watson thing. You could have jumped off then. We had, you know, when you got 60 allegations against a man, you throwing your goat out at the door at the same time. Your Bobby Petrino time you're going on. I mean, you know, there's a lot of over the life of a Falcons fan. There's plenty of times you probably could have jumped ship, but like I said, I don't. Whatever, man. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't. Whatever you want to do. What I don't get though is just, and this is kind of why I made the video the other day. Is like you can't really assume what's going to happen. Like you don't know what's going to happen. Like if Bill is hired, like yeah, you would probably think he's going to bring in guys that he know and what that he knows and what Chris has brought up. Shane Waldron. So Shane Waldron is the offensive coordinator for. The Seattle Seahawks, who spent time with New England, I think in 2008, I believe. And Berto even talked about him earlier on Smitty and Berto's show. I talked about him there. That'd be a guy that you could pull over. I mean, if possible, you know. And I mean, I would prefer him over a Bill O'Brien or a Josh McDaniels, personally. You know, no, only the one of them, dude. I couldn't get Bill O'Brien was the OC at Alabama. I couldn't get him out of the fucking door quick enough. Like, please, like somebody hire him.
Please no.
So. You know, like I wouldn't be. I'd be cool with that. And Frank Smith, I'd be cool with too. Like I'd be fine with that. So you know, but anyway, Harbaugh was interviewed, but like I said at the beginning of the show, Belichick is going to get a second interview this weekend. So it's kind of trending that way. Of the guys we have interviewed, Brian Johnson, like I said at the beginning of the show, Eagles OC, Anthony Weaver, Steve Wilkes. I low key like Steve Wilkes, man. I've liked Steve Wilkes since he was.
I always loved him.
Like he had the rough year at Arizona, man. They went. That was year they drafted what was his name? Rosen. They were terrible when he got fired.
Great dude though.
Yeah, no, then he took over the Panthers and was fantastic.
Great dude. Yeah.
I mean beat us twice. He just made Dante Foreman run all over us. But I like him a lot.
Shit squad.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, but anyway, he's probably not going to get it, but I do like him. Brian Callahan from the Bengals, Mike McDonald, defensive coordinator for the Ravens, which I do like a lot as well. Antonio Pierce, which I think he's going to end up back with the Raiders, but it's always a possibility. And then we want to interview Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn. I heard Mike Vrabel's name come up, Raheem Morris, and Bobby Slowick. All those guys, except for Mike Vrabel, are in the playoffs right now. So, you know, depending on how this goes this weekend with Belichick, maybe we do, maybe we don't. But, buddy, what's your now that Belichick really might be an option? Like, what is your take on it?
Oh, it's easy. I just want to tell everybody this. I wanted Jim Harbaugh. Like, I think to me, he remind me of me. Like, he's gonna be a grown adult. Like, Berto, happy birthday, man! Happy belated.
Yes, sir.
He remind me of me because. It don't matter how old he get. That dude is a college kid in his heart. In his instinct, he's a college kid. That's why he do great in the college. He's a college kid. Like that's no matter how his face change over the year, he's a college kid, and that he's infectious and he can change. He's proved his like energy can change a whole organization. He's different. But in the event we didn't get him, you're never going to hear me really pissed about hiring the greatest coach in football history. Just to see what he could be washed up, and everybody he could be a dinosaur, and I don't. Yeah, that could be true, but uh, Jordan, when he played with the Wizards, was still. I remember he put up 45 on somebody one time, like, and he could still give you 35. It was still. It wasn't. He wasn't dunking on people no more, but it was Michael Jordan. And when he got mad, he would still give you 40 points. And I would love to see what Bill could do. But I kind of knew, if you know, like the owners are best friends, so that's where I kind of knew like he gonna end up over here because they best friends, and it's a great situation for him. And I'm anxious to see if he can. He's gonna have to rebuild us because they look back. We went and hired all these people, and we don't know how to use them. I think what smarter person than Bill Belichick? Yes, I want Jim Harbaugh. It'll be more fun. It'll be more exciting. It'll be more infectious. But if we can't get Jim, I only want Bill. He's proven himself. He struggled a few years, but I would like to see what he can do. He might shit the bed. I don't know. But for y'all to say that y'all do know is bullshit. I don't care how, if you saying that he gonna win for us and he gonna be good, well, that's bullshit. And if you say, well, he gonna be a dinosaur and out there, well, that's bullshit too. No, we don't know. It's Bill Belichick. Who knew how Jordan was gonna be when he came back? You ain't know what he was gonna do. So that's just, you don't know. So just say you don't know. But I do want to say this. When you don't know, you defer to the track record. And his track record says greatness on it. So I don't know if you washed up, if you still got it, but dog, you have proven yourself in the NFL. You've proven your mind. So yeah, you older and yeah, you up, but a whole new team, a whole new city. And I like the way Bill don't play no games. He ain't gonna tell you good job if you drop that ball. Sit your ass down. I always like that about him. So I have no problem with Bill Belichick. And now that he going to second interview, I think he will look good in all black and red. I have no problem with Bill Belichick. Let's go. Let's get, man. Bill might take us to that Super Bowl, man. I want to get a Super Bowl. He's proven it.
Yeah.
JW said, how do you guys feel about the media saying the Falcons are a terrible fit for Belichick, and the Falcons' butt jobs like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Chargers will be better? Hey, dog, I'm gonna tell you this. There are way better fits for Bill Belichick than Atlanta. I'm just being honest with you. It's several. Carolina is one of them. He would do much better over there. But what I'm saying,
so? Dude, there's no reason he want to go there though. They have
here's why I'm saying he wouldn't go. To me, he need to go. To me, that's why I'm saying it's fit, where it's a complete shit show, because he will get it in order. Because that's what he will get you back to a professional football team. If it's just a shit show, he don't play no games. Your ass is going to be in practice on time. And if you late, your ass won't play. If you drop the ball, your ass sitting down. He going to get it in shape. I'm going to tell you, he like undercover boss. Oh, he going to get it in shape. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I say it's a much better fit. But dog, I don't care about no much better fit. Let me tell you something. Okay, yeah, Zendaya is much better fit with Tom Holland than me. But you think I would tell her no if she waddled over this way? No. He's a much better fit. He rich. He taller than me. All of that. Yeah. But you think I'm gonna turn Zendaya down if she come over here? Hell no. So it ain't about the best fit. I'm not turning Bill Belichick down. John, what you say, buddy? Are you excited or you just don't want the man in Atlanta?
No, I mean, when you originally asked me, I said, no, that's not my preference. And it's maybe still not my preference. Like, it's not my first choice. And I totally get it when folks say, look, we've tried the offensive coordinator route, the new young coordinator, and it hadn't worked. I get it. That's not to say it's going to happen every single time. But, I mean, like I said, you look at what Slowick's done with the Texans, you can't not admire that. You look at Ben Johnson with the Lions and how they're set up and how we're similarly set up to how they are. I mean, I like that too. There's not too many guys that there's not a lot that we've interviewed that I'd just be like, oh, hell no. Like there's not many of those guys. Raheem Morris, I mean, dude, he spent years with Shanahan and with McVay.
I love that dude.
I like Raheem a lot. I mean, and like, so whether, if he obviously he's a defensive guy, but like he's also got, like I said, he spent that time with Shanahan and McVay. So maybe he can bring one of those type of guys with him as far as the offense goes. But if blank is like hell bent on Belichick, then no, I mean I'm not, like I said, my only concern really is how long does he want to do this, and like, and if it is going to be 3 years, just for an example, like, okay, what would be kind of the succession plan? Because you don't want to just start all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 years, and like say we win or do okay, or we stay, whatever the case may be, then we're right back to square one again. Like this, like the experiment didn't work, So like but as far as what JW says, as far as it being a fit, I think it's a great fit because, I mean, other than not having a quarterback, but having an ability to either go get who he may want as a free agent, whether that be, like I said, Kirk or whoever, whatever, free agent quarterback he wants, or the ability to go draft one of these top guys, whether it's Jaden Daniels or if we move up possibly to get one of those guys. And then you've got all these skill positions already in set. You've got a good offensive line, 2 great running backs. You definitely got to add some receivers. Your defense is, and for him as being a defensive guy, your defense is pretty solid. And especially you're going to add guys. You're probably going to get a pass rusher. You're going to go, hopefully add a safety, maybe even on the linebacker. Who knows? I mean, like they're different. And me and Berto were talking about this yesterday. Like traditionally in Belichick's defense is like he has big, like middle linebacker, big guys. Except for like Teddy Bruschi, who was one of the guys, that weren't there. But you talk about like Dante Hightower and freaking Willie McGinnis and some of those guys, like those are kind of like the stalwarts of those defenses. So we don't really have that. We have kind of like undersized by his standards.
Guy.
Yeah, right. Now our defensive line is full of big dudes, which is good. So that fits. But so I think he'd be excited as hell about the defense, and whoever he brought to run the defense. You all know it's like Saban at Alabama. Like it's going to be Bill's defense. Like he's going to have his hands all over that. So the defense, I'm not worried about at all. But like the Cowboys job, not even open anymore. And the Chargers, the reason the Chargers is attractive is the quarterback's already set. You already have the quarterback. He's already there. And whatever you think of Justin Herbert, I mean, like he's not had a great coach either. the last few years there.
Man, I don't care what y'all talking about. Justin a bad dude. Man, I'm gonna tell you what it's like. Man, I remember Prince MW, my man. You remember Prince? It's like young Prince could play everything. And it's like, man, giving Prince all the instruments. And I feel like with Bill, man, if you gave Prince all the instruments, he gonna come up with something. And I feel like you giving Prince all the toys. So I can't wait. Jake Matthew tired of losing those. Jake the GOAT. I ain't Sour Pickle. What up, dog?
What's up, buddy? Yeah, man.
He said B for Bijan only because of his utility. Well, that's not his fault. See, his name started with BB, so that's why he went B. I see what you did there, but the utilization, he can't put himself on the field. Double B. It's a lot of B's going on. Really disappointed that we didn't run CP84 in the slot or use his receiving really at all this year. He was slower than last year, but dang, we didn't have it. Yeah, he should have been used that.
Not a bit, man.
Yep.
Not a bit.
Who do you guys want to? Jim Harbaugh. I would love to see Jim. Like, that's who I want. But everybody wants Jim. The Ball Bros want Jim. The Chargers want Jim. Everybody wants Jim. So it's a bidding war for Jim right now. And he gonna go where he got his choice. Because of who he is, he got his choice. But Bill don't have his choice. He got a few choices. And I think that, again, if y'all know, these dudes are best friends. Like the two owners are best buddies. So I kind of knew he was coming here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I like Harbaugh, man. Like he's a proven winner. He builds programs wherever he goes. Like he knows what he's doing offensively. He's going to bring in a good defensive mind. Like 44 and 22 in the NFL. 3 straight division championships. Lost to his brother in the Super Bowl. Then obviously does what he's done in Michigan. It's hard not to. And he's what 10, 11 years younger than Bill. So yeah, not to be an ageist or anything.
College kid in his heart though. Man, 18. Exactly. That boy was good out of your Falcon mind. Man, fellas, decisions. We headed towards greatness either way. That's how I feel. Bill Belichick or Jim. We getting one of them and going to the Super Bowl. If Bill Belichick bringing Callahan as the offensive coordinator, groom him to be a head coach in 3. I see what you did there. Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Smart. I didn't think about that. Nice.
Yeah.
DJ said, question for y'all and the chat. If we trade up in the draft, who do you think is most likely to trade with us? Chicago, Washington, or New England? I say we get New England now if we get Bill.
of those three teams, I'd go Washington because unless Chicago wants to, and there's been reports that Chicago's interviewing Cliff Kingsbury to be the OC, which has connection with Caleb Williams at USC. If that's the case, then that almost seems like Caleb is going to be a Chicago Bear, regardless if he ends up getting the job because of that connection there. But if Chicago's not interested in moving off the first spot, New England's got to get a quarterback. Like they have to. And I think they got to start with that. I don't think they're trading out that spot. Washington, they're gonna have a new head coach. Sam Howell had a decent season. I don't know. That's probably the best of the three. I mean, honestly, Arizona would be at 4 probably the easiest one for us to trade up with because Arizona's going to stick with Kyler Murray. They don't need a quarterback. So, I mean,
John, I got a question for you. Would you want Mac Jones?
No.
Shit.
No. And he had a good first season. I just don't know. There's more personality questions I have about Matt Jones than anything else. Like the team he had at Alabama was stacked, and he did what he had to do at Alabama, and he had like I said, good rookie year. But like some of the stuff I've heard about his, personality, I don't know that he's the guy that I want.
Bradley just said the same thing. Half of those picks was to the chest pass. It was right to the number. It was like he was throwing it to him. I can't do that.
Yeah. Demetrius said the only reason I ask is because I don't feel like we'll get a QB if we're at 8 and we need to get top 3. Jaden Daniels could be a guy that obviously falls to 4 or 5, maybe even past that. I mean, like I said, if Arizona's not picking a quarterback, so I mean, if we really want Jaden Daniels and Drake May and Caleb Williams are gone, then we got to pull the trigger and get him because I don't think he's going to get past the Raiders and the Raiders above us. I think. Here's
what we do: is we go and get who we want, and we put him in a scandal. We say, man, he done this, he got in trouble, and he dropped 8. McGarry gets a B- from me. Okay. Gabboy said if we get Fields or Russ, why trade up? If Fields I hope we get Fields. That's what I would want. If Fields takes a chance on Travis in 3rd or 4th, if Russ take best QB at the end of the first round, we will have 2 seconds to Can you imagine Russell Wilson and Bill Belichick? I'd be in the twilight zone. If Bill Belichick, the Falcons coach, and Russell Wilson, but he too close to Sierra then. She bad luck. He should not be in the same set. No, you too close to Sierra. He don't need to be in Atlanta with Sierra. Boy said, y'all noticed. Jay Black said, Mike and John, do we grab a wide receiver? We have to.
I think so.
It's a must. Yeah, it's a must. Second round, we got to go wide receiver second round.
We've got one guy under contract, and that's Drake London, and everybody else is not. Now there could be, Scotty Miller seems like that Wes Welker type of guy for Bill if he's here. You know what I mean? Like, so I can see Scotty coming back if Bill's here. The other guys, I can't. No, I mean Van Jefferson, no. Kadarius Hodge, yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I mean, everybody else. Now I'm pretty good, man.
Bro, Johnny Yates in there, man, on 3rd down. You know what I'm saying? Just go right to the marker and turn around. Whop, got him. 1st down, Johnny Yates.
That's a custom Mike hoodie is what that is.
It's a custom hoodie. So my brother actually made this for me. It's custom, buddy. This 1 of 1. You won't see this again. Troy Donnelly, break the curse with Bill Belichick. I believe we could, buddy.
Man, wouldn't that be something, man?
We going to the Super Bowl.
I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, hold on. Play it again, John.
We going to the Super Bowl, mother.
We going to the Super Bowl. Bill Belichick has proven to take people to the Super Bowl. I would like to go to the Super Bowl in my lifetime. I want to be crying just like the Lions fans are doing.
Yeah, I know, man. And so I said just read that Falcons request interview a variable. Yeah. Oh damn! Liam said Matt Jones is washed. He ain't been in the league long enough to be washed.
I love Matt Jones, dog. I hate y'all, Dragon.
He said, "Hell no, damn right."
Hell no, Matt. I
does that like a whiny bitch. That's right.
That's true. Yeah, that's what John said. Personality. Gabriel, I'm like 95%. Oh, I'm like 95% sure Justin Fields. Imagine Bill Belichick with Justin Fields, with Bijan and Tyler back there, with Drake London, and we draft a receiver. Super Bowl! JJ! I love the emoji, man. Could y'all see the Bears trading Fields to the Patriots, and then Patriots drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3? That would make Jaden Daniels fall. I like the way you think, buddy.
It's all possible, man. It's all possible.
I like the way you think.
That's hilarious.
Nah, I'm good on Macaroni Jones. Y'all dragging Mac Jones. I feel bad for bringing him up.
Oh, shit. That's great. Yeah, man. Like I said, as far as like I said, we'll see. You know how this interview goes with this weekend with Bill. I mean, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not overly concerned. Like I said, when you first asked me, I was like, no, I'm kind of out. You know, but again, I'm not going to assume anything about this. I'm going to wait and see what happens, which we all should do, by the way. Like, don't get yourself all like in a tizzy and, freaking, depression if you're not wanting him or whatever. Like, we don't know how it's going to look. Like he had a ton of control in New England. It didn't work, clearly. Like he couldn't pick a player to save his life. Personnel decisions were terrible. Those are all questions that he's going to be asked at these interviews. Like, it's not going to be like, so Bill, when do you want to start? Like, it's not going to be it. Like, I don't care what his resume is. Like, he's clearly had issues over the last 5 years or 6, whatever, however long it's been since Tom left. So, those are questions that got to be asked. And if it's Bill saying, no, I still want full control of everything, then that's a deal breaker for me. I'm good, man. I've seen what you can do personnel wise. I don't think it's good.
I agree.
And now if you're willing to let Terry do his job and he handles that and you handle the coaching, and like Mike and I were talking before the show, like, I can see a world where Bill's like, all right, cool, man. Terry, you've been studying these guys however long in college, last year you've been studying all these guys. You probably know them better than I do. So, we'll collaborate on the draft, but you're going to have final say on the draft and free agents or whatever. Obviously, they're going to have to fit the scheme that we want, but, you're going to have final say on it. Then when it comes to fielding the final 53, all right, now, Bill, this is your thing. Like, you've seen the guys, you're on the field with them every day. You pick those. Like, it's got to be that type of collaborative effort. Otherwise, it's no go for me, man.
But I do want to say something. It was one person I saw who took it way too far. It's my man Archangel. Okay, I just happened to be the day. I don't even know how I get to stuff. I was hitting buttons on YouTube, and I happened to go to I was in the comment section, and I heard him say, man, I wouldn't even care if we got Bill Belichick and Tom Brady came back as our quarterback. I'm going to stop you there, sir. Okay, there are certain people who are on the enemy list, and Tom Brady is number 1. Shanahan is 2. Okay, Dan Quinn is number 3. It's certain people on the enemy list, buddy, that we don't cross over. You took it too far. Not Tom Brady. Let that man go right off into the sunset. TP said, my only concern with Belichick is who's going to run the offense. I wouldn't be mad if he brought in Vrabel. I love Vrabel, man. I'm not being. That's my guy.
Yeah, if he doesn't get another head coaching job, I mean, yeah.
But here's what I want all y'all to get. He don't have the clout over here he did over there. So if y'all think he's just gonna come over and say here's how it's gonna go down, man, that shit is no. You with a brand new owner, no, and he don't have that position. He not coming over to no brand new job and saying how it's gonna go because he with greats. Terry is a great. So he with greats. He gonna have to. It's the whole team going to be in on this. He is not gonna have the I'm here and I'm so great. I take over everything. Trust me, that will never happen in Atlanta. He don't even have that position or that clout to do that over here. And I'm gonna be honest. He's getting older, and I think he knows struggles. He may want to relieve himself of something. Man, he may want to do that. Man, I'm gonna just focus on this. He may want to do that. So just hold your horses, man. We don't know what type of role he's going to play over here. He probably will be our head coach if he interviewing twice, but we don't know what type of thing he going to come over here with or what type of role he going to play. But to have Bill Belichick in your building at all is a plus, man. It's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, and Sour Pickle nailed it, man. In all honesty, we can't change it. If we get Bill Belichick, we're going to have to accept it and go Falcons. And that's it. We can't control any of it, man. So there's nothing. If you can't, nothing we say or do is going to matter. So I mean, if you either you're going to be a fan of what happens and just that's I'm at least curious. Like, I'm very curious how that.
I'm curious, yeah.
Like just everything about it. Like it's got the potential to be really good, especially if they hit
really good. Like I said, we don't know.
But that's the thing, you got to hit on the quarterback. You have to. Like I was listening to 680 the Fan Day, and Herm Edwards was on talking to Domino, Nick, and Chris on 680, and Herm Edwards was like, "Man, when I had a quarterback, I was a really good coach." And like that's it. Like I mean, if you don't have the most important position on the field, if you don't have that guy, then I don't care how good a coach you are, man. Like that dude's responsible for scoring points for the most part. Like it's all in his hands. So if that
and critical decisions,
absolutely. And if you don't have the guy that can make those decisions, and that's just not going to work out, man. So I mean, clearly after Brady left, we've seen that with Mac and whoever else, and Bailey Zappi and whatever else he had to go, man. And Sour Pickle said we may not like it, but hopefully it can work. Mostly concerned about getting that QB exactly.
That's what we're going to need
in long-term future.
Yeah,
man,
we might get Justin. Liam said I still want Ben Johnson, but my dad's video is kind of changing my mind. Thoughts on BB? He is still not my top option. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I got a feeling he's gonna change all your mind by the halfway point of the season.
Yeah,
because you will see a professional run football team. It won't be bloopers and follies. He'll sit your ass down. Black Mario. Now that's a name that is hilarious. I don't know why that's so funny. Can't wait to see him in that red and black cutoff Falcons. That's what I'm saying. Like Bill looked like a gangster. In the TJ said we should try to trade up with Washington. I'm almost sure that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't. That or Arizona would be my bet if we're gonna, like I said, I'd be kind of surprised if Washington wants to stay with Sam Howell, but you never know, they might. But all right, man. So give me your prediction by this week: Texans and Ravens.
Ravens. I'm always going with Lamar.
What's your score?
I think low though. I think I'm saying 21-15.
I like that. I'm gonna go Ravens too, and I love what the Texans have done this year. I love
what
Stroud's been doing.
But I don't go against Lamar.
And he's playing a lot better than he was the first time they played him too. But yeah, I think I'll go. That defense is playing good too. I'll go 24-17. 24-17 Ravens.
Okay. All
right, Packers 49ers.
Packers. I'm going Jordan Love all the way. I'm going Jordan Love, but I think eke it out. Delvon is a Redskin fan. He said no kick Sam Howell to City. Don't want him. Jeez. Hey, so you got to pick. So I want to know who you do want, Scott. I'm going eke though. I'm going Jordan Love. He ekes past him, so I'm going 18-15 Packers.
Ooh, damn! With the upset, that's crazy. I'm gonna go 49ers. I'll go. See Shanahan. I'm gonna go 27-21. 27-21. 49ers.
So you saying Jordan gonna give him a run? I love it.
I think it'll be but I think the defense will be a little too much, and then of course Shanahan's offense will probably. What's funny is Shanahan going against LaFleur, our former offensive coordinator against our former QB coach about to go ahead. So with this very similar offenses. Bucks and Lions, man. Lions in Detroit.
I hope they win the Super Bowl. I hope the Lions all the way. Lions. I'm proud of Baker, but I'm going Lions. I want them to win the Super Bowl. With they so hype, I think they destroy. I think they destroy. I think I'm going 28-10. I think they destroy.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat with you. I think Bucks luck probably finally run out. I shouldn't say luck; they've earned it. Baker's had a hell of a season. He proved us all wrong. That team proved us wrong. We thought they were going to be the seller of the freaking division, and now look at them at the second round of the playoffs. But yeah, I'll go 31. What'd you say? What'd you just say?
28-10.
Okay, yeah, I'll go 31-17.
Yeah. So about the.
Ooh, damn.
Lions 42. Yeah, I think the Lions going to destroy. Bring Slim Shady back out.
Yeah, that's true.
DJ said draft a QB and grab a couple of free agents for the. So he want to draft a QB.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
He's going to draft somebody.
And finally, the Chiefs at the Bills. Who you got?
It's so hard for me to go against Pat Mahomes. I don't care what their struggles are. He could pull a rabbit out the hat, but again, they are struggling. With them, I'm going 21-10 Chiefs.
I'll go field goal game here, 27-24 Bills.
That's gonna be a good.
I think Josh finally gets it done, man. I
believe that the streaming, man, it'll probably be broken again, like Chiefs Bills. Uncle Steve, my man, fella. I'll repeat it again. Whoever the coach is, you must address the most important position in North American sports to win the NFL. There you go. Do that, and our fan base will rejoice again. I agree with you, buddy.
Dude, you could not be more right, man. That's what we're talking about. It doesn't matter who the coach is. You got to have the quarterback, and you got to figure it out. You got to hit on
Bill Belichick for 2024.
Yep. And make sure you check out Uncle Steve's Lounge, man, every week.
Gotta do it.
Twice a week, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
Hell of a great shows, man. Subscribe to the channel so you'll get the notifications when he goes live, man. Fantastic show. All right, buddy. So let's just jump into Liam said 24-20. So we're close, buddy. Three points. So all right, let's jump into underrated, overrated, and we'll call it a show, man. You want to start it off? You want me to?
I gotta start it up. So hey y'all. So this gonna be a good one because me and John actually discussed this one beforehand, and we've never done that before. Okay. So underrated, overrated. It's the game that keeps on giving. Stick around because this is gonna be a good one. I'm going underrated. Somebody asked me on TikTok that they had a question that they was trying to ask on the show, and they didn't know if they should ask me or they should type it in the show for John to read on the show. And I said, no, just ask me. And I'll say, and the question was this. The person asked me if I felt like the people would, like, you know how we have people on the show. If you're paying attention, always, whoever it is, I'm sweet to them, I'm kind to them, and I give them props, I hype them up. So the person asked me if I felt like I was hurting the show by doing that sometimes. Like, because I was saying, watch, like he just did. If you just heard John say, he said, man, watch Uncle Steve's show. Like, watch Uncle Steve. And I'm going to tell you why the
You
main...
out of your Falcon mind.
Thank you. It's a few reasons why. But I'm just going to name two. Number one, it was a quote I read a long time ago from Buddha. It said that you could take a candle. Thanks, double B squared, B right.
Appreciate you, bro.
I heard a quote from Buddha, and it said that you could take a candle, and you could take one candle, and you could light all these candles with your one candle, and it wouldn't affect your one candle. So that's how I always think. It's not going to affect me to go do that thing. But then two, I really want to say this because I don't think I've ever said this on the show. Shout out to them dudes. I give them all props. I love them to death. I give them all props. But as far as what they do, I feel like they do, I play with the Michael Jordan of what they do. He's on my left of the screen right there. And my point on it. So this is true story. Like, I feel like you great. But I know what my co-host is. So I feel like in what everyone does, I play with Michael Jordan. So I don't feel like I shout out to you and more power to you. I think you're great, but I know who I play with. So that's why I don't feel like, oh, it's going to hurt us or nothing. Because what they do is some shit I can't do. I don't do what everybody else does. So I wouldn't be in that conversation. But the man to my left right now is in that conversation. And in my opinion, he's the Michael Jordan of it. So I don't ever feel like if I give you props, it means that we under you or anything like that. I think that our show is the fucking best show by far. By fucking far. I don't even think it's a conversation, in my opinion. And I think that we all should feel that way about our show. But about my shit, I don't even think it's a conversation. But I give props to everybody because they all they all stand in a place where I sit and admire, like, damn, he crushed that. Because I can't do what they do. I'm not even in that conversation. I cannot do what when you see pound for pound and you see Freeman and you see man like Smitty and Chris and Burrow, bro, I cannot do that. I am not one of them. But I know my co-host can, and he dunk and swing on the rim. He will throw that shit off the backboard, dunk and swing on the rim. So I could give you all the props in the world because I know what my co-host, I know who I play with. And see the GOAT. I play with the GOAT. And I'm going to tell you this. As far as what I do, I will be the first to admit I can't do what none of those guys do. I cannot be considered in that conversation. I'm not even top 20 when it comes to that. But I also tell you as this, nobody in this community can do what I do. It's not even one of it's nobody close to me in doing what I do. So 100%. That's my real opinion. I love them dudes. So when you see me, I'm being honest with them. I love what they do. I think those dudes are killer. Though if you watch them, it's some shit they do that you just that have your mouth open. Like I cannot do that. I'm not in that conversation. But John is. He'll do that all 22 and smoke your shit. Like I'm telling you, I'm telling you, smoke your shit. Anything he do, I know what he did. to me, he's the best. And what they do, and that's no knock to them. I love them. I'm fans of theirs, but I know I play with the best. And as far as what I could do, I'm humble enough to say, nah, I'm not in that conversation with them dudes. But I'm gonna tell you this: I don't feel like nobody in the conversation with me and what I do, because I do something totally different than anybody in the space can do, and it's not close to me. And the combination of what I do and what John do, it's nothing like it in the community. It's not even, to me, it's not even close. It's not even a conversation. And that's no diss to nobody, because like I said, these people are amazing. They're great. But this is in a whole nother box. But this shit is in the corner, in the left-hand corner. I don't even know what out of your Falcon mind is, because you don't even have to be a fan of this team to be out of your Falcon mind. And that's different. So I did want to address that, because the person was kind of asking, like, Doug, you always like funneling people to other channels. And I'm saying, yeah, because the channels are great and the people are great. I'm not a hater. No, so if I'm not ever going to be like, nah, you need to just watch. Them people is amazing too. If you go over there, then you might like them more than us, and then stay your ass over there, because that's for you. But if you come over here and you like us better, then stay over here. But I don't feel like, like if I tell you them people are great, I'm not saying they better than us. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're great, but I feel like we great. So I just wanted to make that clear. I feel like we just as good as them, if not better. I feel like we have the best fucking podcast. Man, I think we better than Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? I think we better than Joe Rogan and Shannon Sharp. So please don't ask me the question.
Well, no one else
but I just don't like, I'm not going to sit here and talk about like John and me. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. If we got a guest, I'm going to hype the guest up. I'm not going to say how me and John, I'm never going to do that. It's no point in, and that's not for my place to say. It's for the spectators, the watchers to say. So that's why I don't address that, but I do want to address that. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's so many good shows, man. It's like, and if people can't catch us live because they're watching somebody else to make us replay, that's fine. That's cool, man.
Power to it, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you listen to us instead of watch us, whatever. That's whichever way y'all get the content, we are in much appreciation for it, regardless. So, and that's the first and only time that I've been compared to Michael Jordan in my life, buddy. So thank you very much.
I'm telling you, man.
Again.
Yeah.
Happen again. All right, man. Oh, and Riley said everyone brings something unique. I come here because y'all let it hang out there and keep it 100. I feel at home. Like when
thank you, B-Rob.
That's what we're going for, dude. That's all we're going for, man.
See, look at hopefully said Joe Rogan never stole his stripper pole from his own apartment. Never. That's what I'm saying. Recovering the pole. And I love Joe Rogan, but he ain't better than us.
All right, man. My first one is overrated, man. The overreactions to Taylor Swift when she's at these games, man.
Yeah.
At these Chiefs games. Like people, like I saw a tweet that said, "Is this ruining the NFL?" Are you shitting me, man? Like, is this bothering you that much?
Yep.
Like, how do you care, man? Like, I don't like the freaking Gronkowski USAA commercials bothered me more than seeing Taylor Swift at fucking Travis Kelce's game. Like, they put shots on her all the time, of course, because she's one of the biggest stars in the world. Okay, I get it. And I think she was swag surfing last week, or that like the whole damn crowd was, and they're getting on her for that. I'm like, man, who really cares? Like, she's just having fun. They're all having fun. Like, it's just like, if that shouldn't be that big a damn deal, man. Like, just like let them have fun, relax. It's not hurting you in any way that I know of. I don't think it's affecting your day. If it is, then you might need to talk to Buddha, whoever the hell.
Like, that's true.
Need to come down a little bit, but just overreactions to it, man. It's just like wild.
Shout out to Taylor Swift. I got another one. I'm going underrated reviews. I did some cool shit. DJ said, dope vibes. I'm gonna support the channel, just a football fan in general. I love it, man. Thank you, buddy. So Liam said, not true, Dad. I've called you the MJ of parenting and fathering. There you Liam said it. See, it's not just me.
Means a lot, man. Seriously.
I say, man, here's what I'm saying. Reviews, and here's why I'm saying that. I did hold on. Curry said John and Mike are some of the best in the game. I'm biased, but they're my favorite. Thank you, Curry. Falcons football, good times and good laughs always. Thank you. Reviews, like the maintenance guy came here yesterday, and he had to fix something. He left, And I went on at Google and I got a thing for. I typed up something for him. Now he had to come back today, so I didn't even think he would see that. So when he came here today, he was straightening up some more, and he was just telling me he was just talking about the review, and the man was almost in tears, and he was like, "Man, my son does maintenance too, and I want you to know, like I screenshot that what you wrote, and I sent it to him, and just so he know like what the standard is and everything." And it meant so much to him. And I was just asking him, it was weird. And he said, man, because man, when I fuck up, people will write a paragraph.
Oh, at least
if I do something bad. But if I ask somebody, hey, can you leave me a review so I can kind of get my thing together? He said, here's what they do. Great job. So what I mean is that man, I've had the pleasure, like on TikTok, of man, I can write people, and damn near 90% of the time, the person, when they hit me back, like, man, I'm crying. So I got a gift for doing that. I can make people cry real good, like real easily. I got a gift. But it's because I speak from my heart, and I give you just as much praise from genuine as I would if I was dragging you. Now, y'all have had the pleasure on this podcast of, I don't think that y'all have ever heard me really disrespect somebody or drag a person, but I will give the same amount that I would give you if I was being disrespectful or I had to get you. I would give you on the positive side. So I just wanted to say that reviews are underrated. If y'all have whoever in your life, I don't care if it's a TikToker you like, or it's the maintenance man, or if it's your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your grandma who be watching your kids sometimes. If they fucked up, you know you would get them. And it would be like your bullet point. Let me tell you why you messed, and you shouldn't have, and you would give all that this energy. But if they do a good job, you kind of just be like, hey man, thanks, mom. And that's it. So I'm just saying to give them the same amount of, hey man, let me tell you why you the shit. Let me tell you why, and I got reasons listed. And I want you to know I was paying attention when you did this, and when you did this, it meant a lot to me. And this, man, that shit will change how somebody feel about themselves. Most people will read that and be like, damn, you know what? I'm making and you could really change the way you could change somebody's day with that. When you could bring tears to stuff, damn, because they never get it from people in their family. And people write me that, man, I don't get this from my brothers and sisters. I don't get this from my family members, but a stranger wrote this and they tell me I'm keeping this. I say, man, go ahead, keep it. So I just want to say that reviews are underrated. When y'all leave a review, if you go to a restaurant and it's good, put the same amount of your spirit into the positive review as you would the negative one. Reviews, underrated.
Love it. Tay said, fellas, what's Greg Beadle's role? Because I thought he was president. Yeah, he is. He's over like the business side of things for Arthur Blank. So like just, everything dealing with MBS and this, just everything.
That's an awesome job.
Everything kind of not football related, I think is what Greg Beadles mostly does. They fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right. Quick one. And I saw Liam and Carrie talking about Duck Donuts, and she didn't want to. Carrie said, I don't want to change the subject to food, but that's kind of my next underrated, buddy. Dunkin' Donuts has a new pancake wrap, and it's pretty.
Y'all love Dunkin' Donuts, man. No, you love Dunkin' Donuts, period, though.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, but I'll do Starbucks coffee over.
Okay,
that's still my favorite coffee, but like
okay, but it's the pancake wrap.
It's a pancake, and inside the pancake is egg, bacon, cheese, I think, or you can do a sausage one. Dude, the pancake's phenomenal. Like it's really damn good, man. Like I was surprised. I got it yesterday. I was like, man, this is pretty damn good.
Man, have you had the velvet donut yet?
I have not. Is it good?
That is ridiculous.
See, that's
the red velvet donut.
Liam's favorite was red velvet, so like that's his favorite. So
that's ridiculous.
But yeah. So Liam said, "Yeah, let's not go off the rails. Be talking food for a while." That's a good point. Yeah. Do you want to do our joint underrated?
I want to do one more before I do that. Sure, I did a TikTok on this, and I feel like I got to do it here. We going underrated Zendaya. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going underrated Zendaya. when we have the argument all the time, he said he's never been to Dunkin' Donuts. He's from DC. We do Starbucks, goddamn. Hey man, so I have to go Zendaya because we have an argument all the time. Who the baddest girl, right? And to me, we always talking about who got the biggest butt or who got the body, and for me, man, that's Summer Rae. That's, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying if I'll just go off looks, it's Summer Rae. But what I'm saying, if we were going overall, like who would Beyonce have to hand it to? Because she getting up there. Okay, she gonna have to pass it to somebody in a minute. So we say overall, like who would be the next like queen? Who do I put up the standard? Who I would marry? It ain't gonna be just based off your looks. It would be how you conduct yourself. If you got dignity, your integrity, who have the standard for the for like the role she take in business, who always is classy, who dressed best for her body type, who has the biggest and brightest influence on children and young, who puts a lot of work into charity, who conducts herself like that, who's always top tier for the standard of conducting herself. Who have you never seen in a scandal or anything like that? Who ain't been twerking on the net, who ain't been grinding on the floor, who ain't been just trying to be thirsty all over the internet. It's only one person that all those things apply to, and that is Zendaya. And on top of that, when she dressed up, she looked like a real live princess, like from like royalty. I will never go against Zendaya. So underrated is Zendaya. She don't get brought up in that conversation. But if she not brought up in that conversation, like I said on TikTok, the conversation isn't valid. If Zendaya is not mentioned as an overall, like the wife, I'm not talking about looks, because I know what y'all like with looks, and she's skinny. I know that y'all like I know. I'm saying overall, who you would marry. I would marry Zendaya, but I would cheat with Summer Rae. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But Zendaya got to be on the list. And to me, I had to give her props because she never get talked about. She never get mentioned because she's skinny. And we can't do that. We got to start giving that lady props because of the way she conducts herself. She is beautiful and always, not just one. So underrated Zendaya. I had to do it. John, you guys, I have never went to Buc-ee's. I drive past that all the time. I don't even know what that is. Best gas station ever.
Amanda and I were just talking about it today, actually, because they are building a new one. I think somebody said that. Jay Black said, yeah, they're opening a Buc-ee's in the Atlanta metro area this year. Yeah, the third one. I think it's just like a massive gas station, and like I saw, it says it's going to bring 200 jobs. So if that thing can employ 200 people, that's got to be big as hell, man. So
man, I like Sheets. If y'all stop at Sheets is something else. Brave Rain, sign Kirk, trade for Stephon Diggs, draft Dallas Turner 8 playoffs, baby. I like it. He went in. He didn't say, goodness, Mike, just shoot your shot. I tried to. I tagged her in the post. She didn't respond, buddy. I thought I was going to get her. She didn't even respond. TJ said the whole reporting the Rich McKay thing is probably a turn off a bit. I don't think nobody want to report to Rich McKay.
No, we'll see how that works out. Yeah, for sure.
So John, let's do the joint one. So
let's do it.
So me and John really, this is the first time we agreed on one that simultaneously to bring it to you guys' attention because we thought it was important. I'm gonna let Johnny Yates kick it off.
Underrated, man. Having a respectful disagreement. Like some may even call it just a conversation. It's insane. Like you'll see, Twitter's the worst example of this because you see all these types on Twitter and everything. But like you can literally just say something, it could be anything, and then somebody comes at you, man, you're dumb as hell, and then blah 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 blah, and I'm like, dude, really? Like, does it got to be like that serious? Like you can't like. I very rarely do you see. And Mike and I don't always agree on things like when it comes to the show, but or like anything else, but we don't sit here and like yell at each other and call names at each other. Just being able to just talk to one another in a normal tone and not get disrespectful or stupid. Like I don't know what's happened or where that's gone or why people can't do that or like why it's like everybody's fuse is so fucking like it's right there. It's like as soon as somebody says something to disagree with, like bam, jumping on them, and like people care so much about what other people think or what other people like in this fan base, like why the fans think this way or Who the fuck cares, man? Let them be fans. Let them be fans however they want to be fans. Like, you're going to drive yourself crazy if you're trying to get every fan to be a fan just like you, because it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. But we can have a dialogue about it. We can, like, I may not agree that like Bill Belichick's my first choice, but hey, I'm open to it. I mean, I'm open to having a discussion about it. Maybe you win me over. I might be wrong about it. I was wrong about Desmond Ridder. I'm gonna be wrong again. You know, I mean, like, it's going to happen. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, you don't have to just, I don't know. It just seems like overblown, man. I know you got to say about it too, but
it's a lot more harsh. Man, shut the fuck up. Where's your ego, man? A lot of y'all really have convinced yourself that you just get the sport more than anybody. Oh, when you spoken and you spoke, he said, Ice Spice. I got it. Bradley, I'm coming for you for that. All right. He said, I feel bad. I don't even know. You know who Zendaya is. Google Zendaya. You know that is. So just listen, man. You all have convinced yourself that I'm so much smarter. I just get the sport on a higher level, on a higher plane. So when I speak on it, it's done. Like I spoke on it. And I just feel like, dog, you have like an equal opinion to everyone else's. I don't care who you are. And as far as the content creators, dog, can I have a news flash to y'all? Just y'all hear me out. All of us have low ass followers. The top tier one got low ass followers. News flash, huh? Check yourself. The top tier of us got low ass followers. This is a small niche. It's not a lot of people. So there's no way that you could think, hey, young, I'm up here. So if I drop the ball, nobody know who you are. Nobody know who you are. Don't nobody fucking watch that shit. All the views low. Stop. For God's sake, man, I know girls who don't do nothing on the internet and get 3 million views per post every time they post up. They'll do nothing and good. See, those are views. We not getting them type of views, man. So stop just thinking that you Bill Belichick or when you speak on something, man, that shit got 212 views. Stop what you doing. Just stop what you doing. Nobody watched that shit. Nobody saw it. If you were Stephen A. Smith or something, you're not. Like, and that's go for everybody. I'm not talking to just, I've seen y'all argue about an opinion. If I like spaghetti and you like steak, why would we go back and forth over that? Like, why would we ever be like, how can you fucking like steak? You got to be a stupid motherfucker to like steak. How ridiculous does that sound? Hey, you like steak and you like, yeah. He said that they thinking they God. What is wrong with something? I seen y'all go off like,
stupid?
Are you Falcon stupid? You got to be Falcon stupid. Dog, I'm so glad I ain't Twitter. I would be talking about y'all kids and your mother. Hey, man, don't come at me with that shit. I don't care nothing about what you talking about. Shut your ass up. I wouldn't even be like John in respect. Man, shut your dumb ass up. I seen your pictures, man. Your kid's ugly. Man, I'm going to get real disrespectful. Dog, y'all be so disrespectful when people don't agree because of your ego. You think I'm so smart and I've spoken on it. I done banged the gavel. So that's that. And I know football. Well, how about the person? He think he know football just like you. Right? He think he know it just as well as you do. So he have an opinion. And how about this? Have you ever thought both of y'all could be wrong?
Oh, God.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, John was like Desmond Ridder. And I said Taylor Heineke. We was both wrong.
Dead ass wrong.
Dead ass wrong. Like, we could both be wrong and be passionate in our wrongness. Y'all got to learn how to disagree and still respect the person. It don't got to be no name calling. It don't got to be no curse. It don't got to be no disrespect. And I'm going to say this too. Man, to disrespect, I don't do that on the net because I don't believe in going back and forth where I'm safe from the consequences of my disrespect. That is coward shit. If I want to call you a name, I'm going to wait till we see each other and I'm going to disrespect you in front of your wife and your children because that's how I let you know I mean it. But I can't do that when we on Twitter. Man, I could talk to Shaq crazy on Twitter. I could talk to Mike Tyson crazy on the phone. So when you behind your keyboard, you could say anything. Don't be disrespectful to another grown man while you sitting behind your keyboard or you got your phone in your hand. Don't do that, because that's coward. You wait till you can experience the consequences of you disrespecting it, and then you get your opinion off in person. That's the only way to do that if you really got a problem. But as far as we talking about a team that we don't work for, a team that we don't work for, a team that we don't play for, a team that don't even know we exist, but I'm about to fight you over it, or I'm disrespecting you over it, and it's gonna get 300 views.
Are you dumb?
12 likes. Bruh, this is ridiculous. And y'all have turned this shit into wrestling. It's the WWF. I tell you, it's the goofiest shit. Hey, I always tell John this, and I mean this, and I don't care who feelings I hurt. I'm being honest. And this is my opinion. You don't like it? Suck my balls through my drawers. I'm just saying, this is my opinion. Hey, dog, the talent that we have in our community as far as content is unmatched. I don't see no other city messing with us for that. But as far as like the people, dog, it's the WWF. It's something I don't like to even be affiliated with. It's all goofy shit. All the people, to me, like, there's a lot of goofy people, like, just do goofy shit, who just goofy, that don't got no friends, that who the podcast is their only shit in life. You could tell that you don't have a lot of sex. You could tell you don't have a lot of fun. You could tell that you don't make a lot of money. So the podcast is just like gaming. You just like that dude in his mother basement who got the bag of chips, who playing on the game. But it's just you got a podcast, some loser shit. And that's how I view 90% of y'all, on some loser shit. I respect your talent for what you do, but as far as men or women, fucking goofies. And I hate to be affiliated. I be watching y'all do this shit, and I just laugh. Me and John laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. And we never disrespect you all. We think it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I be like, what the fuck is he doing? Or what is she doing? And it's just, I laugh. Dog, y'all need better parents. I'm mad at your parents. I'm not even mad at you. I'm going back in time, and I'm mad at your parents, because a lot of shit y'all doing is just goofy, and it's no reason to do that. We all have an opinion, and I'm just giving my opinion. And it ain't nothing wrong with what Kurt said, young. If you say something and you was wrong, just come off it, dog. I don't know what I was thinking when I said that. It's nothing wrong with doing that. It's nothing, but half of y'all can't even do it. That's why I say it's just, as men or as women, you can't even just say, damn, I was wrong about that. You gotta double down. No, if it was this, Jesus Christ, bro, just say you was wrong. It's embarrassing. You embarrassing yourself. You embarrassing your children. You embarrassing your wife, your family. You embarrassing yourself. Young, y'all gotta learn how to disagree respectfully. That's just an opinion. If I like spaghetti and you like steak, that is not an argument. When we go out to eat, you order steak, I'm gonna order spaghetti, and we gonna both enjoy our meal. How about that? Have you ever thought about that? Like, we could both enjoy our meal. I eat what I eat, and you feel like you, and we don't gotta argue. We could still be the best of friends. We don't gotta disrespect each other 0%. But that is your ego, man. A lot of y'all need to drop it. And if you ever want to learn how to drop it, go and look at your subscribers and your views. All this shit is low. You are not Summer Rae. She got 25 million views. Followers. You have an ego when you drop a picture, and in 2 seconds, it got millions of likes. That's the ego that you can have. That, hey man, look, I'm a fine motherfucker. I just dropped the picture 10 minutes ago. It got 15 million likes. Man, half of us will drop a video that been out for 2 weeks. It got 120 likes.
If we're lucky.
Check your goddamn ego, man. This is a small niche. Y'all have lost y'all mind. It ain't the WWF. It's not none of that. Reel it in. I love y'all. I don't mean no disrespect when I say this, but y'all had to get this. I had to put belt to ass today because y'all deserve it. Reel it in. We are disrespecting each other for a team that don't cut us a check.
Oh man,
I love y'all.
It's not worth it.
It hurt me more than it hurt you. It hurt me more than it hurt you.
You'll be happier. You'll be less stressed. Like, you know, if you just see something you disagree with, just to like keep scrolling by it. Like it's just amazing. It's just like it's just a weight lifted off of you. don't have to respond.
The person you gotta be to not do that, man. If I see something I don't think is funny, I just scroll past. If I see something I don't agree with, I scroll past. The person you have to be to want to argue with whoever you don't agree. Oh, I'm gonna say something to this, and I'm gonna say that I don't think this funny, and I'm gonna say she can't sing, and I'm gonna say I don't like the outfit. Where's your energy at? Find the people you do like and say, I do like that outfit. I think you can sing. I agree with you. You will have a much better day doing that.
Or if you don't agree, but you just have another opinion, feel free to share the opinion, but like just do it as a regular, like normal conversation. Not like what Carrie just said. Somebody called her a retard for wanting to hardball over Bill. Like that's just stupid. Like why?
That's
like
crazy.
The person could have been like, why? You know, here's some reasons why I like Bill better. Like, you know, or anything other than like resorting to that. Like that's give me a break, man. Like, but like we said before, man. Like when we were growing up, I mean, the internet to hide behind, so we grew up a little bit differently in that situation. You know what I mean? But
man, I got dragged for praising Zendaya. I got called gay for praising Zendaya. Like, bro, a few people dragged me for praising Zendaya. Like, they call me no, I don't think I could say that. But they call me like the F word for praising Zendaya because she's flat chested. And they was like, well, you would like a girl who don't have breasts because you are blank.
Wow.
And I was thinking like, damn, how did we get to that from a praise video? I didn't say nothing negative about nobody. And just like I got called sell out because it was MLK Day and I praised her and she mixed that. They said I should have picked like a black girl who was totally black. So I got called a white boy for doing. I got dragged for that, and I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. I died laughing. I screenshot and sent it to people. I thought man, that don't bother. But I'm thinking, bro, it's just too far. If you don't agree with me, just scroll up, bro. You don't gotta call me out my name or call me a homosexual. And if you think I'm a homosexual, Sean, if I find your girl page, dog, it's over for you. If I find your girl page, I'm going smack at your mother. But like, nah, man, I'm being silly, but y'all don't really got to do that with each other because we all gonna be around each other. We all see each other in person, so I don't want anybody to be beefing. Can you imagine two podcasters fighting? But that's insane to even think about that, or just especially when they say, "How did that start?" And we're nah, man, he gonna say Desmond Ritter was better than Taylor Hunt. What? Nah, man, y'all can't be serious. So, man, please respect each other, man, in or off the internet.
100%. That's it. Just mutual respect. That's all it is, man. And that's if somebody doesn't come at you right, then just call it a day. It's not worth the energy, man. It's not worth the energy.
Check out of it. Please don't go back and forth too. I don't care what they say about you. Don't go back and forth, people. And then, man, not worth it. Just delete the comment.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, that's a good way to end it, buddy. Hell of a show. We will be back unless there's a coaching hire. We'll be back next Thursday, same time, 7:30. We'll probably drop a video or two in between now and then, depending again on what comes up. And we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us tonight, as always, man. It's great seeing you on the chat, man. Having a good time. And Gabriel said, at the end of the day, we're all talking about grown-ass men who play kids games for a living. We should never take that serious 100 freaking percent.
Jordan, thank you, man. I try to bring comedy to serious situations, man, because just to have y'all to think it's not as serious as y'all making it to be. It's a football game. It's a podcast. Like John and me, the best thing about our podcast is I get to do it with my brother, and we get to laugh and just be goofy and play games and have fun. That's all it is, man. It's not a serious stupid. It's just fun, man.
Like I said, it's just our opinion. We're going to be wrong, and that's fine. That's totally fine. We get it. We're going to be wrong a lot. We're going to be right sometimes. It's fine. It's like it doesn't matter. We just want to have a conversation and enjoy everybody that hangs out with us, man. And like Liam said, just putting this out. Some of the people of this generation are too sensitive to talk and take stuff. So this is my 13-year-old talking about his own generation.
Saying that, the 13-year-old saying y'all taking it too personal. So don't
there
respond.
You go, man.
Yeah, you don't got to get mad for somebody.
Really appreciate you, buddy.
Double B, I appreciate you, buddy.
Jordan, thank you, man.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, Gary, so much.
Thank you, man.
Always. Yeah, y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy the playoffs, man. It's gonna be another good weekend of games. I can't wait to see them. And like I said, man, if y'all are listening to us on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, man, drop us a 5-star review. We greatly appreciate it. If you write us something on iTunes, we will shout you out on the show. You can email us at atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. We're gonna have we need to have a mailbag show again pretty soon. We had a mailbag show last year. It was really we had a ton of stuff. It was fun, man. We need to do that pretty soon.
Man, we stream like the bros on our station? Or that was strictly
no, so we did a show with the Bolt Bros. Glad you said that. Last Saturday, and it was awesome. And we were on their channel, and I just posted it as a video on our channel. So it was it's on our channel as a video. So if you go to the video section, yeah, you can see it there. So we've already had a lot of views. We appreciate that. Great guys, man, over at the Bolt Bros podcast. So, but anyway, like I said, we'll be back next Thursday, man. If you're here, hit that like button for us so we can get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already so we can keep it growing and keep it getting up there. We appreciate y'all so much, man. It's been a great time tonight, and we will check y'all next Thursday. Mike, take us out, brother.
Go Lions! Out of your Pokemon! Peace!